So how did the On the Roofs team come together? I know I've talked a lot with Raskolov. How did you meet him, and how did that become something, bigger than just yourself?
So that was my first exposure to like actual high level urban exploration.
Mm-hmm.
I was visiting roofs personally, just doing my own thing, not even thinking that this is something people do really.
Yeah.
And then just probably by chance, I came across On the Roof's YouTube video, one of the first videos they did, like Shanghai Tower. Probably.
Yeah, that's the one. It's like, I remember that was on Reddit. It blew up. It has like 100 million views.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're above the clouds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you saw that and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I was instantly thrilled. Something in me told me that I could do this and that I wanted to try. And I hadn't really seen it. Like he was, over in Asia doing it. He's from Ukraine, obviously. And, I looked around and I said, no one's doing this here. Like, and there are some tall construction cranes. Like I could see them, I know where they were. So I just walked over to them. Like in the beginning, it would be in the afternoon.
It's like I walked over.
Yeah, and it was so stupid in the beginning, just complete learning by trial and error. I go in the afternoon, I climb inside a site. I discover there's workers everywhere around me. I try to hide. I try to climb up on like a greasy elevator shaft, and I ruin my outfit and my shoes. and it was just complete like learning through trial and error in the beginning. But then eventually I did get up on a very tall crane and I climbed it to the top. And it was just something I hadn't seen done in America before. Like I had at that point started using Instagram and I discovered that there were more explorers, but I felt like...
Was this like 2014, 2015?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I'm not great with dates.
No, I always try I feel like as humans, we just compress everything. We're like, yeah, it like happened last year. And you're like, wait, no shit, that was like 8 years ago. So it's like just trying to paint that visual for people.
Yeah, so, I was starting small and I was, doing new things that I didn't see around me, largely inspired by On the Roofs. So very early on wrote to Raskolov, letting him know that I'm a big fan.
How'd that go? You're like, hey, I'm a big fan. I just saw a big crane in New York and I just climbed it. What do you think?
Well, I showed, pretty much.
Something like that.
I showed him the crane that I climbed and he actually said like, oh man, this one is actually nice. And he asked, is that up right now? Can I come and climb it with you?
That's awesome.
And they had some visa problems getting into America and they couldn't come right away. And by the time he asked again, the crane was removed. It was down. But he did end up coming to New York maybe a year after that. And we met up and we just did some regular small roofs in like Long Island City. This was about 6 years ago.
Nice.
And, it was just someone that inspired me, like someone who I felt was a pioneer of what he's doing.